Hi! I asked my friends and my husband to give me 3 emojis that I could turn into drawings, and here's what I got. So, right away, you can see that some people like to see me suffer. But let's get right into it, and I will talk more about them as you're watching me draw. So the first emojis were a bunny, heart-shaped hands, and I don't know what to call it. A smiling emoji with tears in its eyes. Not to confuse with a crying laughing emoji. Nope, we're going for a totally different vibe. So this was the easiest drawing of the 3. After I saw it, I immediately knew what I wanted to achieve. You know I like to draw cute girls, so this was right up my alley. I went for a frontal mirror view. I have troubles drawing hands just like any other artist, so I didn't want to complicate things anymore. And the hands still gave me a lot of troubles. I had to redraw them completely like 30 times. As for the bunny part of the drawing, I was considering adding something more than just ears, like maybe giving her a bunny nose or placing an actual rabbit on her shoulder, but this is fine, even though it feels a bit like a cop-out. The face part, I mean, it couldn't have been more straightforward than this. I gave her a slight smile and the same shape of eyebrows as are in the emoji, and obviously the tears in her eyes, and that created this very wholesome, innocent look. So to complete that look, I gave her a very cute top or dress with puffy sleeves. I wanted the style to be simple, not too rendered, and with thick line art, and not just for this drawing, but for the other 2 as well. And besides, it fits the whole cutesy theme. And for the colors, I picked rather muted pastel shades, so I chose her hair to be light blonde because I think it fits nicely with the pink dress. And the ears I made gray rather than white because I thought it would look better than to just have white ears on a light background. And I also just like how gray looks with pink. And here is the finished drawing. Second drawing was a real challenge. The emojis were an otter, night sky with Milky Way visible, and an amoeba or a microbe or something. And at first I wanted to draw an otter on land rather than in water, and then I gave it these, what do you even call them, mop strands, but then I didn't know what to draw as a background because I didn't want it to be too elaborate, but also I didn't want it to be boring either. Like, I won't put it just on grass and draw 1 or 2 trees and goodbye. So I did throw it into water after all. And I think that was a good idea because right away it actually looked like an otter, because besides just the background, I just didn't like how their faces looked. But I still stuck to these trends. I started the coloring with the sky and it was really fun to paint. Then I moved on to water, and I'm not really sure if I ever drew water, so it was hard, but how I went about it was I first painted the general areas of colors, so a lighter in the middle and at the back. Then I roughly outlined the waves, and when I had these shapes I made shadows and highlights, and I continued to do that until it looked like actual sea, but making sure I don't overwork it. As for the otter itself, I knew I wanted it to be green and have the overall appearance of the microbe rather than the furry animal that it is. So I did an outline just like in the emoji, and the outer part is lighter and inner part darker. It was kind of weird painting an animal like this, but I really like how the colors fit and that everything is so blue and green. As final touches, I painted the outline in add glow mode to make it look like it's hit by light from the back. I'm gonna be honest, when I first saw this set of emojis, I was not optimistic at all. This isn't what I usually draw, but I think in the end it turned out to be my favorite of the three. Third and last painting is based off of a sweating or horny emoji, eyes looking to the side, and painted nails. I have to admit, it's a pretty interesting selection, and I kinda didn't know what to do about two first emojis. As in, I didn't know how to combine them together since they give off rather different energies. I also had troubles with a pose. At first I wanted to make the hand look like in these memes, but in the end I didn't, but rather went with something that would fit the lustful expression. And again, the hand caused me so much trouble. But anyway, I made her look to the side like she saw something that she really liked there. I squinted her eyes at the bottom and made her stick her tongue out. For the outfit, I gave her a light summer dress because you know it's so hot outside. When I started to color the painting, I gave her a bigger and darker blush than the previous girl, and in general, all the colors I picked were a bit darker. Not to make it all look the same, but still I kept it rather cute. But when I was drawing this one, I forgot I gave the other girl blue eyes too. I just noticed it when I was done with this one, and I didn't want to go back and change it, so I just kept it like this. I think my favorite part of this drawing is her mouth. I really like how it turned out. And I almost forgot that I wanted to draw the sweat droplets, so I quickly added them at the end. They've really added the last bit of detail that it needed. So that's it. Here are all of the drawings together. Which one is your favorite? Let me know in the comments, and if you like them, please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!